紹介するよ。こいつが僕のサーバント。僕はサーバント同士の戦いが見たかったんだよ。
あれから10年か。予想より早く始まったな。
要は最後に一人残ればよいのだ。さて少年、決断を聞こう。
10年前の災害の原因が聖杯戦争だって言うなら戦う。マスターとして戦う。
第1章10月14日公開。
いらっしゃい。I'm Yugana です。cosplaying as Da Vinci today.
Kira Sensei, hi.
I'm Hashlai.
Saber です。
Saber です。And Dragon です。Saber class. And these two are special guests in the studio today. Give them a round of applause.
So why not you introduce yourself?
コントミネキレです。喜べ少年よ。
Hello guys, I'm Taka from the Die Spammers, the Hit and Miss duo. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Shiro. You guys might know me from.
Yes, it is. Okay, so today this is a Fed special. These two are considered the experts.
Not.
The experts in our community in the Fed series. Okay.
Fans.
Okay, they're just being humble here.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have a lot of questions for you today. So we're gonna start off with question 1. Are you ready?
Okay, sure.
So because this show is in conjunction with Heaven's Field, so we'll be concentrating more on that. Is that right?
Sure, no
Yeah,
problem.
so first off, how about telling us the origin of Fate Universe?
If we want to say the Fate Universe, among the fans we call it the Nasuverse. Nasuverse is actually a reference towards Nasu and also Takeuchi, the founder of the Fate Stay Night and also Type Moon Company. So, what's funny?
Okay. Let's go back.
Alright. So Fate Stay Night started as a visual novel. So,
You mean visual novel?
yeah, it's a visual novel.
It's an actual visual novel.
So it wasn't like anime.
It wasn't an anime first. It was actually a visual novel from Comic Cat, right?
Yeah, it's 2004 if I didn't recall wrongly. Before it got translated by the fans in 2006. That's when it becomes really popular among the Western culture, the Western market. Yeah.
Western market. So it started off as that, then went on to the Western. Then after that, only it went back to Japan and hit it big. Come back to us as anime.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Somewhat like that. Yes.
Okay, so in Fate, there are 3 titles based on the same characters, namely Fate Stay Night, Fate Unlimited Bloodworks, and now Heaven's Field. Why is that so? So confusing for people like me.
Okay, actually it's not that complicated because remember just now we say about Fate Stay Night started as a visual novel.
Yeah.
So,
so I think somebody mentioned that it's an adult visual novel.
I think you're not supposed to mention it.
Yeah, we're not supposed to say.
Okay, let's not talk about the original. Let's talk about the remastered one, which
Alright.
is the adult version stuff gets removed. Yeah, that's the popular one that actually got ported to PS Vita and also PSP PSP, if I did wrongly.
Yeah, PSP.
That's
Return,
interesting.
it's called Fate Stay Night Return Noir, if I did wrongly.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually get it on a PSP, and it's actually quite good because they even remix some of the music.
Time to purchase.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, the reason why
Apa
it has
boleh download?
the Fate Stay Night, the
Yeah.
Unlimited Blade Works, and also Heaven's Feel is because it's a reference to the 3 characters and the 3 routes of each girls.
So who are the 3 main characters? Because they're all kind of like, you know.
Okay, so the first one, the default line,
Take a
default road is basically Seiba.
Seiba!
Seiba deska. And then the Unlimited Blade Works is more towards Rin.
Rin, aka also we follow on Emiya's story.
Rin Kinzawa.
Yeah, Tosaka.
Tosaka.
Osaka.
Yeah.
Ah.
Tosaka. And
Okay.
then the last one will be on Sakura Mato.
Which is right now gonna
Oh.
coming out on the movie on Heaven's Feel. Yes.
In the cinema itself?
Yes.
Yes.
They-
Ah. It's
so
gonna
you
be
will
really
see
soon.
more of Chu and also Medusa Moy.
Chuchu yeah.
Chuchu, yeah.
yeah.
You see more Chu action scenes.
Ooh.
So Wen, you better beli tiket ya. Wen beli tiket.
Alright, then we're going to move on to the next question. So up until today, there seems to be increasing works of Fate series in terms of anime and OVAs. So do you think they will continue to keep to escalate, producing more
And more and more.
Well,
more Saber?
to be honest,
More lens.
to be
Like
honest,
that.
yeah,
Size.
it might depending on how the popularity goes lah. Because as you already know, Natsuwa's actually is huge, and Fate has a lot of different alternate timelines and several.
That means
yeah.
they don't just go on one timeline, they actually split as well.
Yes.
Split route, split
Yeah.
timeline.
Yes.
Some of them can connect to each other. Some of them might eventually lead to
Wow.
each other. So
Yes.
it's like a parallel universe but different timelines.
Starting to sound like X-Men, you know. that kind of
Something
thing.
like that, like
You
the
can
X
say
before
so,
time, that kind of thing. Yeah. Something like that.
Is it like World Earth 1, Earth 2? Is it?
No,
no, that's
It's all
different.
happening one Earth,
All in one place.
but different timeline.
Okay, alright.
Oh, so just
Yes.
happening different time,
Yeah.
different timeline, and
Yeah,
different
like-
finish. I mean, as in a route,
Yes,
different
yes,
ending.
yeah.
We will just give a very simple example.
Okay.
So it's like, for example, we take reference to the Fuyuki War, which is the Fate Stay Night series itself.
Okay.
During the Third War, if
Uh-huh.
somebody steal the Grail away from Japan,
Uh-huh.
the story will and the timeline will eventually lead to Fate Apocrypha instead of the Fate Stay Night universe.
Oh, so it's like a PS Vita game. Do you want to go this way?
Yes,
Do you
yeah,
want to
that's
go that way?
that's why it's like a
Oh,
visual
wow.
novel. It actually
According
depends on the
to-
choices of what you go through.
Oh, that's
Ah.
really interesting right there.
So, besides the 3 titles that we mentioned, so for people who is curious or want to know more about Fate Universe, so what other platforms or mediums
There's
that
act-
you can introduce?
There's actually a lot of mediums now. There's even the recently released Fate Prototype Silver and Blue Fragments CD drama, which is only tells about one part of the what's called the novel itself, which is technically the introduction of the characters. Doesn't really involve on the main battles yet, everything, because I'm not sure they ended that way. And there's also the Fate Grand Order games. There's also other games also on the PS4. Right now in Steam also you can actually play. There's
So people, you hear all this, right?
yeah, you see this?
You see all this? Yeah, all these are.
Yeah, buy quads now. You can get free quads. Really, it's true. American server, 5 quads today. Go log in now.
No, if you share this video, you'll get good gacha.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not sure.
We all bless you with good luck today, okay? So go and share this video. We guarantee you one XSR.
Oh, later come back,
Oh, no, no, no. If anything happens, I'm not responsible, alright?
But you're the one who actually give us to buy stuff anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. Can you give us a summary of the timeline of Fate?
So where does it start?
Where does it actually start? For people like me, I go in and I'm like, whoa. You know, so where does it... Yeah.
We can't really explain on the first and
It's
second.
really hard because the thing about the Fate series is they have different kinds of target markets. So it's like, but generally, if you want to have a good start, it will be nice to watch at least the anime of the Fate Stay Night. A lot of fans might not think that Studio Dean did really well with their first, but it's recommended to start from there and then we proceed with other Fate Stay Night series, like the Unlimited Blade Works movie and also the series and the Heaven's Feel. Afterwards, you might want to go back to Fate Zero. Then from there onwards, you just pick whatever you like.
Yeah.
From there, you are already well versed to know what you want.
Yeah, but in order for you to actually understand what's going on in the Fate timeline itself, as in like the Fate Stay Night itself, it's best to watch like Fate Zero because that's like the beginning of what's going to happen on.
Like the one I'm watching right now.
Yes.
So there's no anime or games that is before Fate Zero.
Yeah, Fate Zero is like technically it's like the starting of prologue, you know.
Technically, Fate Zero is like, remember just now we mentioned about the Fuyuki War. Fate Zero was actually the fourth war. And then the one where we know as the Fate Stay Night is actually the fifth war. And Fate Zero, they actually do a lot of great job in explaining what is like the rules and also what is the mechanics of a Grail War. So it will be really beginner friendly for those people who just want to be part of the universe.
And also salute to Ufotable for the animation.
Ufotable.
Thanks, Ufotable.
Unlimited.
I want to ask about something also. I mean, add on. How about prototype? Because I saw a lot of Langside there.
Actually, want to say prototype is actually more like a scrap project before they release Fate. But due to the popularity of female characters at the time, so that's why they changed the main character, the Arthur that we all know, the male Arthur, turned into the female Arthur, which is this Arthur. Yeah. Yes. But there is the what's called, you know, the Japan server. We have the so-called, what do you call that? Merlin. Yeah.
Wait, Ellie said, but Nasu recently confirmed that Fate Zero is no longer a canon. Is that right?
It's not really say canon because like what I mentioned earlier, that different actions during the war itself will lead to different outcomes. So in a sense, you can say Fate Zero is canon if you are following the Fate Stay Night universe, but you can also say that Fate Zero is not canon for the future series, which is called, like, for example, Fate Extra. So Fate Extra might go a bit wrong. And if you want to add in on non-Fate universe, which is also tied towards the Fate universe, like the Tsukihime and Melty Blood series, the Fate Zero is not really canon because something else happened before that.
But we will not give you spoiler.
Yeah, that one
we
you have
are
to
not
read
allowed
yourself.
to. Yes.
So it's like right now, if you are currently right now in Fate Prototype, there is a Japan and also, if not mistaken, Chinese version translation of it. Also, you can actually buy it in Kinokuniya now also. But also right now, it's already kind of like confirmed they're really going to have an English official translation, if I'm not mistaken.
For banana.
If I recall right, Yen Press decided they might actually translate. Yen Press. Yeah, look out for that. Yen Press is actually quite a cool place.
And you actually, if you guys want to know more about Fate Prototype, you actually can, there's actually a YouTube channel called Astral Novel. They actually has the what's called the drama CD itself, the full drama CD with subtitles down there, and you can actually listen to the voice and everything to feel the yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, move on. Let's move on to the next question.
Good question.
Yorokube.
This
Ini soalan semua orang mau tahu.
ini saya pun mau tahu.
Okay. Let the saber talk.
Let's talk. Yes.
Why does most female saber class seems to have the same face feature?
Yeah. I also want to know. They all look the same to me.
Now, this is what we call the saber face syndrome. And actually, there's one person to be blamed for it. His name is Takeuchi. He's the founder of the Type Moon company along with Nasuverse, and he's the, if I don't recall wrongly, the head graphic designer for all the characters. So you see, the thing about Takeuchi is he's in love with Saberface. So even when he's very, very busy while doing illustration for other projects such as Fate Grounder, Nasu himself confirmed that he will still find some time to illustrate some Saber face for an upcoming future.
So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised on any other event that suddenly has a new Saber.
Waifu number one,
Yeah.
Always stay loyal to your waifu.
Woo, Saber face Merlin soon. Saber face.
Well, we haven't seen the caster version of Saber yet inside Fragrant Order, so you never know. Saber face Merlin.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the relation? I'm sure you guys play FGO before. Like I know Shiro plays.
I play.
You play.
I play.
FGO is a mistake.
I have no faith in fate. No faith at all.
You gotta do a dab because. Now, what's the relation between FGO, the mobile game, story with the other Fate series? Is it linked or is it in the same universe? Or
I would say
It's in the same universe but different timeline. So there are some hints within the game that it relates to certain series. Like for example, if I did correctly, they relate that the future might end up like Fate Extra, the series where the world eventually ran out of mana and the whole earth just dried out like that. There is reference made from there. There is also reference to like the Fuyuki War, like the one we see from Saber Alters, the nameless archer, also known as Emiya. So it's kind of connected, but not directly.
Okay, now you talk about okay. So you talk about Emiya Shiro, right? So what's the significance of Nameless, aka Emiya Shiro effects on the Fate universe? What's the effect of Emiya?
If I want to say that Amrious Shiro is a very interesting servant because he is actually known as a character called, not really a character, he's known as a being called Counter Guardian.
What's a Counter Guardian?
Counter Guardian is actually beings that trade their life after death so that they can be of service to the world to prevent the end of the world itself. It's like an automatic self-defense mechanism by the Earth itself. The Earth is like we call it the Gaia. They have a self-defense to prevent themselves from dying. So this is this give birth to the system called Counter Guardians. Now, one of the Counter Guardians apart from Emiya is actually Artoria. Yes, Artoria before she died under the tree, she actually made the pact with the world so that she can actually try to change her timeline through the Holy Grail War. But what makes Emiya different from others is actually Emiya, his wish when he becomes a Counter Guardian is to try to save the world more. And Holy Grail Wars usually, even though it's not supposed to be an event that ended the world, somehow there'll be these 2 or 3 guys who decided, nah, screw the war, let's go and destroy the world.
Original Kirito.
So whenever so every time this thing happened, the Gaia will automatically summon Emiya Shiro as a servant.
So it's like a police.
Not really a police, but just like a safeguard mechanism.
Like what is that? So he's Captain Planet, so he's gonna come and save him. Captain Planet.
But at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, Avalon, right?
Huh?
Avalon?
Avalon?
Yeah. What's called because of Shiro, because Kirisugu with Shiro, that kind of thing.
It's more of the alternative timeline. A result of him participating in so many wars leads to different endings. Some of the endings are happy one, like in Fate Stay Night. The main route itself, eventually he give up on his ideas, and then he joined Saber.
Bye world.
Some ended really badly, like Fate Extra. If for those people who actually know Fate Extra and Fate Extra Zero, oh well, God bless your soul, because the ending for them, the Master and also Emiya ended up in really horrible situation.
Okay, don't spoil that for me, okay?
It's funny that my first servant in Fate Grand Order is Emiya himself. First row, get Emiya. And then it's like, this will end.
Alright, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. Very, very good question. I don't know how they're going to answer it. Yeah.
Who do you think is the strongest servant, if there's any?
Depends on the class. Which one you're asking? Which
Yeah.
timeline you're talking about?
Servant.
Okay, we start with every single class. Okay, then you name your favorite from there. Okay, so how about Saber?
Saber, of course, you already know who, and Poster Girl, of course. Astoria.
Artoria is probably the strongest.
Yeah.
Because of Excalibur and Avalon.
Because Excalibur is a sword that is being created by the fairies, so it cannot be nullified by any type of magic. You know, because most magic is being created in this world, but fairy is not related to that. So yeah, and Avalon is kind of like one of the strongest item, if I'm not mistaken, right? For the game.
Strongest anti-war defense.
Yeah, as you can see if you watch the actual Fate Stay Night, from Dean itself, you were able to see how powerful is Avalon is. So yeah, and that scene itself when they fight against Gilgamesh.
Okay, the next one. Okay.
Archer.
Lancer. How about Lancer?
Lancers.
Yeah.
Lancers.
Oh, Archer. Sorry.
Archer. It's supposed to be Archer.
Yeah, Archer.
Yeah, Archer Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh fan.
Gilgamesh.
Yes. Gilgamesh.
Although I'm Saber right now, but
Gilgamesh.
See, she has fallen for Gilgamesh.
What is there not to like about him? You know, he's handsome, he's cool, he's tsundere.
Not to mention he said this.
Yeah, he's everything a girl.
he has every right to become like that.
Yeah. I agree.
He has every right.
There is a saying that if it wasn't for Gilgamesh's ego of how he acts, he actually can be the most strongest servant that no servant can beat him. Due to his Gate of Babylon and his Inuma Elish.
It's alright.
Yes.
It's alright. Still my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, Lancer.
Okay, Lancer.
Not true. Not true.
We would like to say sorry to all the Lancer class that have died so far.
A moment of silence.
A moment of silence to all the Lancers, including Chu from every series. May your evasion arrow works again.
Okay, next one.
Right. We have to go through who is the strongest.
Okay, go ahead.
Strongest.
I would say Skatash.
Skatash. The thing about Skatash is she's borderline undead, and by right she's not supposed to be a servant because she's actually still exists in this world. In the Nasuverse, no matter what happens, she will only cease to exist the moment the world ends.
Oh, maybe there's a backstory.
And also,
later on.
as you know, why Skatash is stronger? You see Chu, he's strong, right? He's learned from Skatash.
Hey, but he always does.
Hey, but Chu has nice story, you know, learn the law.
Okay, next one. Rider.
Ozymandias, the Pharaoh.
No, Astolfo. Astolfo wins everything.
Okay. Ozymandias in terms of power, Astolfo in terms of fans. The amount of fans for Astolfo wins, yeah.
Astolfo wins everything.
Ozzy is my second favorite servant.
Why is that?
Well,
It's always right.
Another sadist character.
the person who can stand tall together with Gilgamesh.
Actually, it's more like Gilgamesh even asked for help.
Like you can see where she's going here, what she likes.
Then also you can see a lot of fan art between Ozzy and Gilgamesh together, you know?
Next one, Caster.
Merlin.
You guys
Merlin.
say
I'll say Merlin.
Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin's very popular.
Very popular. Don't use double Merlin.
You can't use it in the next event.
True, but still double the Merlin. No.
And then Assassin.
Assassin is one the hardest, I think.
If we don't count in the OP one, aka known as King Hassan, I would say Jack the Ripper. But if we count in King Hassan, he is probably the strongest right now because he actually signifies death, even to gods who are not supposed to die.
His MP itself, because he himself is the embodiment of fear. So, and his noble fantasy, if I'm not mistaken, is called Azazel. So no matter what, whatever you do, because he is fear himself, that is King Hassan. So that's why we will say he is the strongest assassin.
Understand. Berserker.
Berserker. It's kind of hard.
Spartacus. Super Spartacus. joking.
Super Spartacus.
Actually, Berserker also is quite hard a bit, but I'll say Altered Chu in terms of Fate Grand Order itself. Altered Chu is quite strong, but in terms of that, how it is, but also at the same time we have like Heracles, you know, Heracles in terms of it stories itself and many more, is actually quite OP. If you level up him to he's to level 10.
Then after he become.
Yeah, generally, if you have a good master in the story, Heracles is pretty much unstoppable unless you send in those OP characters that we mentioned earlier.
Berserker Suyoida.
世界の一番。
世界の一番負けない。
Okay, do you want to go into extra classes? Or do you want to lead to the next question?
Do we still have time? I mean, like, is it?
I think we should.
Yeah, we still have
Okay,
time.
so the shielder.
Shielder. I say Achilles. I think.
Why?
Achilles, the shield. Actually, for those who actually didn't watch Fate Apocrypha, spoiler alert, the attack that Kana used in the end is actually a God Slayer tier damage, and yet you see Astolfo just jump in like nobody's business. Actually, it's because of that shield. So that shield is actually an anti-war shield that is very, how to say, it's what makes it different from Mashu's shield is it's not determined by the strength of the bearer itself. Basically, just having the Achilles shield, you can just run forward and you just win the war like that.
Okay, Techno, use that
Because
character.
Achilles himself it actually can go to three different classes, which is Shielder, Rider, and Lancer. Because he even has the skill of a Lancer.
But Lancer dies.
Yeah, but the trouble is here's the funny thing about it. Spoiler alert. Because he has a skill of a Lancer, which is his super OP, but he's on the Rider class. But if whoever watched Fate Apo, yeah, you know how he died.
Never change your class to Lancer.
Never hold a lance.
And never fight for a girl. In the war like this, never fight for a girl.
Okay, next one, ruler.
Ruler,
Jan.
Jan.
We'll say Jan, yeah.
Jan, yeah.
I mean, we can put Amakusa, but basically, right now, the two contender will be Amakusa and Jan. But Jan is generally more accepted because Amakusa only appear in Fate Apo once, and he is powered by the Grail itself.
But also at the same time, if you want to consider who's the handsome one, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah.
Elementary, my dear.
Okay, I'll go for that.
Yeah, you should listen somebody with the Conan song inside that OMP. I'm like, oh my ringtone.
Okay, the next one, Avenger.
Avenger.
Strongest one. Actually, Angra Mayu can be the strongest and also the weakest. But in the game, is obviously they put on the weaker side. But of course, we can always go with the fan favorite Jelter.
John Alter.
Yeah, John Alter, yes.
Yeah, Jan Alter.
Who wants to wipe out humanity because of one particular reason only?
Which is?
Which is?
I don't know. Just
Actually, it's more like due to what happened to her, it might as well, burn by the stake, everything. That's why if you notice, her attack is mostly revolve on fire.
A lot of anger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of anger. She's already, you can actually understand the story if you play Fate Runner itself, because she's the first fronts,
she can burn my wallet too.
Yeah. wish she did.
There's something very interesting. Another class called Moon Cancer. What is it? And which is your favorite?
Okay, so for those who haven't played Fate Extra CCC, Moon Cancer actually refers to the characters, embodiment of Sakuras of different scenes, if I didn't recall wrongly. And they are actually a mixture of a few godly figures together into a Sakura face. So
what is a Sakura face?
It's like Saber face, but
Sakura.
Yeah.
Oh, which designer now did the Sakura face now?
I'm not that sure because I don't really like the Fate Extra series. In my opinion. I'm sorry, guys.
I go for Fate Extra series for Gilgamesh also AUO release,
Cancer Bulan.
Cancer Bulan.
Go to the next question.
Okay.
So let's cut to the chase. So who is your favorite servant?
Your personal favorite, yours
Yeah.
and yours.
Astopho, who else?
Okay.
See this Astopho phone case? See this Astopho wallpaper? I actually have an Astopho shirt outside the studio right now. Astopho best boy. Yeah, it's a boy. Don't sexualize them so much, please, guys.
Agree. I agree on that.
It's a boy.
He's an innocent boy.
He's a cute boy.
For me, I have always loved Gilgamesh and Ozymandias because those two are kind of relate of how I usually act, you know. So
Tsundere.
a very tsundere.
Hayo.
And like at the same time, it's fun because being Gilgamesh, you feel powerful. You know, when you cosplay Gilgamesh, also you feel powerful about it.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you want to say my waifu has always and always be Saber.
Sabo.
Atoria Saber. Because you know why? I'm cosplaying Gilgamesh and you know my waifu is Saber Sabo. So it relates, right? But my waifu now is my girlfriend now is Tamamo.
So what class is Astolfo again and what class is Gilgamesh again?
Gilgamesh is actually Archer class.
Archer.
Alright. But there's also another version of him which is Caster.
Caster. As long as not Lancer.
Yeah, it's not Lancer.
But there is a fan art of Gilgamesh, you know, of alter ego Gilgamesh, but that's not yet to be confirmed. You know, it's kind of cool design because it's been designed by a Korean. As for Astolfo, he's a
Rider.
Yeah.
A rider. Right, that's very, very interesting.
You know, he ride the Heracles. Yeah.
Oh, you mean he ride on?
No.
No, that's we leave it to the novel, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of the increasing popularity of Fate cosplay recently? It's like everywhere, every country.
Ini saya kasih dia cakap because dia sangat big fan.
I will actually attribute this success mainly due to the release of the animes in recent years, and also recently the one that actually triggers more fans to join the Fate series is actually the English translation of Fate Ground Order. So we actually noticed that the moment Love Life released their English version last time, it also gained a lot of fans suddenly, even though they already released one season before the English translation was go out. So I think it's a good thing that the game released an English version because more fans can approach the Fate series and they get to experience what makes the fans who have been here before MGO really appreciate about Fate series, which is the way they write the story, the way they actually put out really strong characters, but it doesn't end up in those strong characters' favors. Like for example, you look at Gilgamesh, literally strongest in almost every series appear, but he never won. Not like he give a damn. Not like he give a damn, but he never
He
win.
doesn't even need the grill because the grill is already his. It's already his to begin with.
Okay.
So, do you guys have any Fate cosplay in your cosplay?
Yes, I do.
For
I
future,
do.
yeah.
For future, do you want to reveal it?
You?
I'm not really thinking much, but I'm thinking that if I have the opportunity and energy and inspiration and a lot of other factors, maybe other version of the main character of FGO,
If you
also
cut
known as
in lesser
Rizka. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna cosplay as the character Akakin daily.
You stop buying
No,
glass.
Astolfo? Not
Huh?
Astolfo?
You already have
No,
the
Astolfo is too cute for me.
Oh!
Is like his child. He cannot do it, you know.
Cinnamon roll must protect.
Yeah, must protect the cinnamon roll.
How about you?
Mine, I cannot really reveal it, but I can reveal the class.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do one archer class, and another one will be a saber class.
Oh.
Yeah. I to be honest, I already talked to my partner, which is Wen, Chinkai Wen, and he is like he will say he will want to cosplay every version of Chu. Alright, like me, I will cosplay every version of Gilgamesh. But we already determined which class we are going to. So Wen will say that he would like to cosplay more to the Lancer class.
But you die!
And I would cosplay most of the archer class, and also I told him that I will also cosplay the rider class as well. But this is the first time ever I decided to cosplay a saber class. Yeah. So
crossplay or cosplay?
it's a cosplay, not cosplay.
Okay, just wondering.
I will not cosplay my waifu.
Everybody is screaming for Stella. Arash went.
Boom. I Stella on stage, so legit already. Soon I think.
Soon.
You will see our big good friend Chin Kai Wen might do it. You don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so you are inviting Chen Kai-wen out there. Please cosplay.
Yeah, Wen. We still promise, you know, we have to do both your Chu and also your Stella.
Oh, you tai chi out to him. Pandai you. Okay. I think we got another question.
Oh, okay. So I think, what is your advice for people who like the character in Fate universe and wanted to cosplay them?
Advice. Cosplay, you
Yeah.
start first last since you cosplay more about Fate series before me.
Well, I would say
Where to start?
Will
How
you-
to research?
yeah, it's mostly researching the character. It doesn't have to be like you have to research everything, like every corner. I mean, it's a good thing that you learn. Like example, Gilgamesh has appeared in many versions and many sequels of the series. But it's like if you like the character, then learn about the character. At least if you like Saber, then at least if you watch Saber like in Fate Zero, then you learn about Saber in Fate Zero and how she acts. You don't have to like learn everything at once, you know. Of course, research is the one thing lah. And I would say also because how the Fate community has grown so much and also the Fate cosplay has grown a lot in Malaysia now. I would say also please learn the memes. The memes are very important.
Talking about that, I heard that there's another version of Fate series. There's a spoof.
Yes, it was the festival one, the anniversary of the series. The what you call it, Carnival Phantasm.
Yeah, Carnival.
Yeah. For most people, they will recommend to watch Fate Stay Night from Studio Dean, and some people actually recommended to those who really want to go into the Fate series, watch Fate Zero. For me, I would 100% say if you want to know the character a little bit, go watch Carnival Phantasm because not everybody can accept the seriousness of the series. Once you already watch Carnival Phantasm, then you go watch Fate Zero, that kind of thing. You know, that's how I teach some people to go in. I say it's either you dive in straight to Fate Zero or you go watch Carnival Phantasm, then you go Fate Zero. Yeah, because you can see inside there the amount one episode dedicated to how Chu died.
That is so sad.
La 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 la.
Kiito isuka.
So since we are quite near towards the end, and we have covered quite a lot about the Fate series, and we do have a little bit more time. Do you want to talk about something that's a little bit more big, but we try to squeeze it down and give an intro called FGO?
FGO, oh, that's a very forbidden topic. the last time I talked about FGO in a panel, it's kind of
my soul steals my body and finds my blood.
You only ask you pronounce Chu's name properly.
Chu Chailin.
Oh, okay.
Talent.
Yes.
True time.
Or you prefer Ku?
Cool.
Ku Kailin.
Cool guy.
Okay, FGO. What is it? How do we start? You know.
Name your account, binary account.
Start by unlinking all your credit card from your Google account or your iOS account because that's a good start.
Also, there's also the thing, right? Don't buy your account until you get the first server that you want. Yeah. So you just like download, then if didn't get uninstalled, then download back.
Well, that's what he did.
Until I get
Yeah.
rubbish.
I think the main attraction of FGO is actually the way they write it and also the character design.
It's cool, not cool. It's cool. It's Ku Kailin. It's actually it's an Ulster punya language.
Doesn't matter, he still dies.
Yeah,
Go
because
on,
it,
Justin.
Just Kakin only. What?
Okay, I think we all had really great fun today talking about Fate, but we have to close the session for today. So signing out, this is Shirotan, also known as Raja Bomo. And introduce yourself. This is.
I'm Taka from Taisemer or
Okay.
Koto Minikiri desu.
By the way, he cosplayed Fate Proto before it was cool. on
Yeah,
2012.
literally, it was just like the trailer just came out.
So
and-
he was the thing before it was the thing.
Yeah.
You know? And this is.
I'm Hash. Before that, I just want to say something about there's an event called Federonium that is coming on 4 February. And then I'll be performing with my band, which is Kureon. Then catch me there.
And it's at Multimedia
Yeah,
University.
it's at Multimedia University.
Cyber Jaya
Cyberjaya,
branch.
4
Not Malacca.
February.
Yeah. 4 February what time?
From 11 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Okay, do we have to buy tickets?
Yeah, you need to buy
Okay.
tickets for walk-ins. I think it's around 15 ringgit. Yeah.
Yeah, so 50 ringgit per entry.
Yes.
So head over to Multimedia University for Federonium.
Federonium.
It's all
Yeah, it's fun.
Cactus Sakura.
Yeah, it's actually
Clamp.
some clamp event.
Mm.
Yeah, it's dedicated to all the clamp fans in Malaysia, and it's the first event that for a clamp fan. Yeah.
Alright.
Childhood.
Yes,
Childhood.
childhood.
Yes,
The
and-
ship's still there, you know.
Yeah.
And this one behind me, the tall
Kira
guy.
Sensei. Signing out.
Okay, and I'm Yugana. I love you all. Good night and
Oh,
have a
before
nice
that,
day.
Can we have extra credit for those people who actually
Okay,
help
give
us?
it. Sorry.
Okay, Kat,
I'll
do
check
you
like
have
to
an
give
extra
some-
credit?
Just want to give some
Komen
extra
aside,
credit
but
Okay.
for those fans,
Okay.
like such as in Malaysia, as like the Chowdia project, who actually made an event called Fate Grounder Cosplay Cafe last year. So I actually want to thank them a lot because they actually help us in preparing materials for today's live. Thank you very much. And the Malaysia Fate Cosplay Group also, thank you very much.
Okay, good night everybody. Love you all.
Bye bye.
Roll gacha, yes, roll gacha now.
Roll gacha now.
Gacha,
Wait,
gacha.